Hello! So this demo video is an introduction to our interactive reports. The purpose of this short video is to give you a brief overview of what the reports look like, how to view and interact with them, and how to share them with colleagues. Once we have cleaned and processed the data, we will release your results via the report channel on the admin system. For each wave of the survey, there is a separate tab, and each tab will contain a list of all the relevant documents or reports for that particular wave. Let's take a look at Spring 17-18 as an example and show you what you might expect to receive. So each tab has a list of documents that you can view. Here we have 4 items. The first 2 items on this list refer to tables, as you will see by the little grid symbols here on the left. The first one gives you response numbers by site, so how many students have responded to the NSHS by each site. The second item is an example of the output of answers from a free text or open-ended question from the NSHS. If we click on it, we can see what that might look like. The free text table here is showing you an example of answers from a question about whether students had any additional comments about their accommodation. The output is an anonymised table of each response and some basic demographic information, so you can have an understanding of who is saying what. You will receive a table for each free text question, the number of which will depend on the question set options you have chosen, but probably around 5 or 6. So that's your open-ended responses. If we go back to the report menu, the third and fourth items are reports, referenced by the small graph on the left. The first of these reports is an example of a national benchmarking report, so I'll briefly run you through this as an example of how to use the reports. If we click on the report, you'll be taken to the front page, giving you the name of the client, the type of report, the wave, and the main contents page of sections. This looks like one of our traditional PowerPoint style reports, but is much more than that. The report is fully interactive, as you will see as we go through. So the contents page on the right hand side is actually a navigation bar that will allow you to navigate your way through the report. The first item on the navigation pane is a brief introduction to the reports and how to use them. So let's click on here and take you here first. So the first page of our report outlines how to use the report. So if you are new to the reports, I would highly advise you have a read through this first before you begin reading the rest. Every page in the report has some basic navigation buttons in the top right hand corner. Home will return you to the start of the report. The back arrow will return you to the last page you viewed, and the next button allows you to step through the report in sequence if you wish. As noted, each report is divided into sections. You click a section name to jump to that section, and within each section it has its own navigation panel, so you can click on specific charts of interest within a particular section. So if we take a page of a report as an example, let's look at top line KPIs here. So this chart is showing us 3 core measures from the NSHS: overall satisfaction with their accommodation on the top left, satisfaction with their overall university experience on the top right, and at the bottom, likelihood to recommend their accommodation. On the left hand side of the chart is a filter box which you can use to filter the data shown on each page. Selecting items in this box will automatically filter the data you are looking at on that particular page. You can multi-select items within a category. For example, you can select postgraduate taught and postgraduate research together by holding down the control key as you click. This then filters the data on the page, so it's just showing the results for postgraduate students. So the sample size is now also reflecting the number of PG students. You can pick and choose the different audiences that you filter each page by. So next, I'm going to show you a slightly different chart type just to highlight sample sizes. So if we go to the Management and Communication section and select the page looking at rating management aspects, this is showing ratings for various aspects of the management of the accommodation. In many places, as shown with this example, we also show a mini response count as well, alongside the main chart in dark grey. This shows you how many responses you're looking at for each row. Just keep an eye out on this and the filter counts to help you make a judgment about how reliable results are likely to be. Remember that response counts can vary, as some questions are optional and routed based on previous answers. Some other features of the reports, so you can view the report in full screen if you click full screen, and you can also print or PDF a particular page of the report. Once you have had a look through your report, you may want to share this with your colleagues, which you can do by going back to the report menu, selecting this button here, and it will give you a link you can copy and send it however you would like. As mentioned, if you have any questions or need help with any aspects of the report, please feel free to contact us. You can click on the blue button in the bottom right hand corner, which will allow you to message us with any queries, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you for watching.